Yo, what's poppin'? It's your boy DuelNezzy, man. And I'm let y'all see my first dual deck video, whatever you want to call it, you know what I mean? We're gonna have fun with this, you know. I build these decks, you know, I love making new decks and everything, so I'm gonna just jump right into it. We're gonna check out this deck I built, you know, hopefully it can help you out. Let's go. You know what I mean? Alright, today's theme deck, you know what I mean? Like I said, I like to build decks. Today's deck I got y'all is Tech Geniuses. Now, Tech Geniuses is they kind of like I said, I like to make this, just me, I like to make decks that are kind of, you know, not so much, I like to make under the radar decks, I guess the best way to put it. And they're like decks that, you know what I mean, not too many people use or whatever, not too many people see. And when, you know, when you duel it, you kind of be like, oh, you got Tech Geniuses, let's see what he's going to do with this. Like, people aren't really too familiar with their playing style or whatever. Well, they are, but like, you know, not too many people use it. So I'm going to show you, you know what I mean, my Tech Genius deck. Feel free to leave comments or whatever, you know. Shout outs to Lord Solar, Fire Twin, my big brother, you know. Go check out his videos, you know, and everything. So let's do this. You know what I mean, first you're going to want to run 2 Tech Genius Cyber Magicians. He's 1-star tuner monster. What makes him good is that you can basically synchro summon any Tech Genius from your hand to the field without just having him on the field. The other one has to be in your hand. It has to be in your hand. So, with that being said, basically, you can synchro summon a monster without the threat of your opponent triggering that bottomless trap hole right away or whatever. Not say he won't trigger it, but, you know, it kind of gives you that little extra edge, I guess, whatever. You're going to run 3 Tech Genius, I'm just say TG Strikers. What makes him good is that he's level 2, the tuner monster, and with that, well, if you got no monsters, you can special summon him to the field. It's a special summon. I know that sounds kind of like, you know, we got Cyber Dragon for that, but here's the reason why. You're going to want to run 3 of his buddy right here, Werewolf. These 2 are like best friends. These are best friends. Here's the reason why. Werewolf's effect. When a level 4 or lower monster is special summoned to the field anywhere, well, if you control it and it's special summoned anywhere, you can make him jump to the field right away from your hand. Special summon him, get him 5 stars. Period. Rush Rhino, he's your 1600 attack point. He gets 400 points when he battles. You know, so that's kind of your 2000 attack point beast stick if you want to say that. I'm going to say this real quick for those who don't know. What makes Tech Geniuses so good, I don't know if he can do it or not. I'm not going to read the card effect. But I know these 3 for sure. Whenever they're destroyed into the graveyard, you can add another Tech Genius from your deck to your hand. As long as not the same one. I could not destroy Rush Rhino and get another Rush Rhino. If I destroy Rush Rhino, I can get Werewolf or a Striker or a Tech Genius Cyber Magician, whatever. So they kind of are very, you know, versatile. They help each other out. And I like decks like that. You're going to need 2 Junk Synchrons. He can bring back your Strikers or your Magicians. It's kind of good for your Magicians because now he comes back with his effect negated, but makes him more useful in synchro summoning. And you'll see why. You're not restricted to just Tech Geniuses in your hand if you don't got it. Because you're going to run 2 Double Warriors. Here's the reason why. Here's a little combo. Summon him out. Bring him out. He jumps to the field from your hand because he's affected when he special summon from the special summon. When the monster is special summon from the graveyard, like Junk Synchron, he jumps to the field instantly. And when he's used for synchro material, he leaves behind 2 level 1 tokens. So, if you use him for a synchro, if you D2 for a synchro material, you get 2 tokens. He's a tuner monster. With his effect negated from Synchron, you can synchro summon. I'm going to just do this real fast. You can synchro summon Formula Synchron. When he's summoned, draw a card. And he's going to help you out. I'm kind of skipping shit, but I'm trying to make a point. He can help you get Shooting Star Dragon out pretty fast. We all know we can get Star Dragon out fast, but getting Shooting Star is going to be a big deal. I'll play Shooting Star later when I get to the synchros. Saying again, simple. He searches any card in this damn deck except Gore's. Any card in his deck. He's got any card. Everything's under 1500 except Rush Rhino. So anything except Rush Rhino, sorry to say. Gore's stable, you know. You got no continuous traps in his deck, so don't worry about that. Globe Bob. Another reason to help you get Form of Synchron out. Run 1. That's all the monsters. You're going to run 2 Pot of Dualities. Pretty much so. Honestly, I'm going to say I don't know why. I don't know exactly the reason why, except it kind of helps me. I like to see what 3 cards I'm going to be getting. I kind of don't care if I can synchro summon on this turn or not, because I kind of like to build up combos. So, that's my playing style. That's say it won't work for you. But if you want to know what 3 cards you're going to be drawing in the future, go for duality. Don't worry about it. 2 pot of Avarice, you know, basically, if you're going to be synchro summoning a lot, you're going to have a lot of monsters in your graveyard to help bring it back. And I'll show you why this is kind of important when I get to the synchro monsters. Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 of them, stable. 1 for 1, helps you get out, you know, Cyber Magician or Blow Up. Army, Double Warrior, Striker, Synchron. Trine stable, Dark Hole stable, Moon stable, Monster Reborn stable. 2 Solemn Wardens. I kind of like these because for real, your opponent never really sees this coming. And this is just me. But whenever I like to hold this card, when I know my opponent's going to synchro summon, I'm not going to use it for the synchro material monster. Until they synchro summon, spraying this guy, they will be freaking swole. 2 Bottomless, 2 Dimensional Prisons. Now this kind of, you know, I'm going to shout out my big brother, Lord Solo, on this one. From his previous video, Flame Bell. Go check that out. If you want to substitute prison, I would recommend, matter of fact, I'm going to type it in. I just dropped my mouse, if you didn't hear that. I'm going to type it in right fast. Y'all know what it is, but I'm going to let y'all see it. You substitute prison for device, because this will eject any monster off the field right away. Use this for synchro monsters. Get rid of that damn Stardust Dragon as soon as it hits the field. Or if you want to be safe, if they trigger Black Rose, get one of your monsters off the field. Don't use this on your synchro monsters. That would be stupid. You can help it. But I would substitute prison for device, whatever you want to do. Or you can substitute warning for device, whatever you want to do. Your choice. Mirror Force. I'm going to say this real fast. In my opinion, the top 5 trap cards every deck should be without. I want everybody to type this and agree with me when you see this video. We get to this one part in the video. Agree with me. Mirror Force, no deck should be without it. It's one of the top 5 traps in the entire freaking game at 2011. No deck should be without Mirror Force. If your deck don't got Mirror Force, you better have a damn good reason. Torrential Tribute, you know, good for clearing out the field. Like I said, don't be scared to get your monsters in the graveyard. Don't be scared. We can bring them back. Don't worry. Solemn, you know, good for the emergency purposes. And reinforce with the truth, just one. Here's the reason. You can use it at the end of your opponent's turn, so you don't get the negative effect of skipping your battle phase. Use it at the end of your opponent's turn. Get Striker out. Oh, and you get Striker out, don't forget, you got Werewolf in your hand. He's going to join the party too. And if you got Double Warriors, kind of, you know, gets him out too. Just so you can have synchro materials. All for about synchro material. This deck is all about synchros. Now, let's get, speaking of synchros, let's get to him right now. Let's do this. T.Gdedk. Cannot say his middle name, but here it goes. I don't really use him. I think I'm going to summon him once. This is my personal preference. He's got 4,000 attack and defense. He's kind of hard to summon. I really would recommend summoning him. Personally, I only use him as a finisher. If I summon him, this game's going to be over like now, the moment he hits the field. His only really good purpose is that he can negate a summon a turn. So, and when he's destroyed, he gets back any TG monster. I guess that's kind of good, I guess. You can run just one, just to have him in there. You might not use him, just have him in there. Now, here's a guy you just wanted him, but you're pretty much gonna you'll be summoning him more faster. Blade Blaster. He's got 2 good effects. Here's one. First effect is that one, of course, he cannot be targeted by spell or trap cards. That's always good. But here's the second effect. Second effect's actually what you're gonna be using for it. His second effect is that if during your opponent's turn, you can remove a tech genius from your graveyard to remove him from play too. That sounds pretty stupid, but here's the reason why. If your opponent plays any card that could possibly destroy your field, or him in particular, remove him from the game, he's spared. Bad news, if you got no other monsters, you lose out ultra direct attack. But, I'll just give you a quick example. My last duel with him, my opponent played Torrential Tribute, and he tried to kill my field, because he didn't have anything strong enough, tried to kill my field. So I removed him from play. He didn't know Blade Blaster's effect. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. He did not know his effect.